Hi friends, this is Namita from Metamorphosis. And today I am going to talk about something that has been kind of coming into my space. And I think most medical people would know about the hygiene hypothesis. I recently happened to see a video on it wherein medically they said the more hygienic your environment is, the more prone you are probably for getting affected by any environmental change or bacterial change and falling much sicker than people who are capable or have lived in environments that are lesser hygiene. Their body is probably prepared for the bacterial attack because their immune system, their antibodies are kind of familiar to protect them, and people who have lived in a very hygienic environment uh, lack their antibodies lack that ability. And it was very interesting to see that because I come from a medical background and then moved to uh, psychology, to say that the hygiene hypothesis is also very much valid today when I look at my clients or people who are into a lot of positive aspect of wanting to be in a very happy state all the time, and their threshold limit or tolerance about the regular life is very less. The emotional immunity is uh, very less, and therefore I see a lot of people coming in for therapies for some things that probably are an aspect of how it is supposed to be. For example, today's children have difficulty if they are have difficulty in deadlines, cannot handle pressure, and I'm not talking about excessive pressure here. I'm talking about a deadline and one needs to complete the deadline and one has to be disciplined. What I have observed, and this is coming from my observation purely with the people that I work with, that they get into panic attacks, there's severe anxiety, and these children or adults are on medications to calm themselves down, which led me to a question as a therapist, as an individual, and when I look back at my childhood where I did have pressure, I think most of us of my generation have had pressure, and we had deadlines, we had exams. I don't see myself turned out absolutely bad. I do have deadlines. I learn to schedule myself to fulfill the deadlines. What I've realized with these children, they lack the resource of structure. And me working with children and with being trained in Waldorf education, I realized the first few years, the first 0 to 8 years, have an impact of your threshold limit, your nerves becoming fragile in the very early age. And the children are probably overtly pampered or overtly have the comforts of life that they have a zero tolerance to uh, pressure and deadlines. And when I look back at it, I said today the the hygiene hypothesis works even in psychology because we are probably um, maybe this is my opinion or my idea of it, making it too easy, too comfortable, and in nature. When I look at nature, I'm not even looking at the society. In nature, there is transformation. Each transformation goes through a certain phase of work or pressure. That is the minimum. Even a childbirth requires you to have labor pain to give birth to a child. Having it easy with a C-section, we know that it's not medically good for the child unless it's an emergency and is going to cause ill health of the mother. Doctors also prefer a labor pain because in the natural order, that process itself is strengthening for the child. It builds his lungs and they start breathing from the lungs. Same way, the psychological development requires the child to, at every stage, uh, learn to take age appropriate responsibility. In my workshop on the Ericksonian psychosocial development, I have spoken at length about age appropriate responsibility that as a parent I can give my child. Also, if I'm looking at my clients, I can see where the age appropriate responsibility or resource was not available to the client, which could have hampered his skill set in the current setup. And my purpose of putting this video was to give information on this aspect to all my colleagues and parents who probably have children in the age group of from newborn to 9 years, who could then read up probably on Ericksonian psychosocial model. Feel free to join my workshops if you want more details, more examples, and practical steps of how to understand what are age appropriate tasks that you could give your children uh, to help them develop that resource. It is also welcome for my fellow therapists, so that when they are dealing with children, people, adults who've gone through a childhood where a resource has been missing for them, it will help them identify the resource that the person is lacking and accordingly do inner child work or whatever methodology they can to identify the emotion age where the emotional development and psychological development was arrested. So yeah, thanks for listening to me, and I hope we uh, as a community participate in creating more resilient children, children who are resilient to change and can flexibly accommodate to the new shifts that are happening around. COVID has probably been a hard uh, shock, a root shock to us, to see that what survival, as Darwinian survival of the fittest. And COVID has told us survival of the fittest is not alone biological, it's emotional and psychological. So hope we create a society which is contributing more resilient citizens in the new world. Thank you.